Stop scrolling. If you are tired of begging for a raise, that's never coming. Everyone is fighting over remote jobs that don't exist anymore. But the smart money is in the garage. I spent the last month digging through Kickstarter and trending Etsy shops to find the top 5 desktop factories of 2026. These aren't million-dollar industrial machines. These are compact plug-and-play tools that fit in a spare bedroom or a one-car garage. They are turning normal people into manufacturers. And the best part? You can start for under $1,000. Number 5 is a machine that prints on anything. Number 3 is a 3-in-1 tool that does the work of 3 factories. And number 1 is so hot right now, it's completely sold out on pre-order. Let's get into it. Kicking off at number 5, we have the machine that kills the print-on-demand middleman. You know, those cool custom Stanley cups or personalized whiskey glasses everyone is buying on Etsy for $60. The ones where they put a photo of your dog on it? The seller isn't ordering those from a factory. They are making them in their kitchen right now with a machine like this. I'm talking about a rotary laser engraver. Number 4 is for the people who love the look of wood but hate the math. CNC routers have been around, but they were scary. They required a PhD in engineering to set up. In 2026, we have the Beginner Pro CNCs. Machines that connect via Wi-Fi, have auto-calibration, and work right out of the box. This is your ticket to the live edge and custom sign market. People in the US and UK are obsessed with rustic home decor. A live edge coffee table sells for $800. But the raw wood, you can get it for $50 from a local sawmill with a desktop CNC. You can carve precise waterfall edges, inlay epoxy rivers, or mass-produce those farmhouse-style signs that say, "Bless this mess." Hot tip: look for machines with a dust collection port built in. If you're in a garage, you don't want fine dust coating your car. The Creality SainSmart desktop CNCs are the current sweet spot for price versus power. Number 3 is all about the tiny details that make big money. FDM printing is for prototypes. Resin 3D printing is for profit. Why? Because resin prints look like glass. They look like injection molded plastic from a factory in China. In 2026, the trend is miniature wargaming and tabletop terrain. There is a massive community of Dungeons and Dragons and Warhammer players in the UK and US. They spend hundreds of dollars on tiny little soldiers and props. If you have a resin printer like the ELEGOO Saturn or Anycubic M5 South, you can print a $50 miniature for about 50 cents in resin. The grind. Find a Patreon creator who makes STL files 3D models. License their files, print them, paint them, and sell them on eBay or at local gaming stores. It's a goldmine. Now, number 2 is the game changer of 2026. Space is money. If you have a small garage, you can't buy 3 separate machines. So the industry invented the hybrid tool. This is a machine that does it all. It's a laser cutter, a CNC router, and a 3D printer in one chassis. The Swift Shape campaign on Kickstarter is the perfect example of this trend. Why is this a Busan? Imagine you get an order for a custom trophy. You 3D print the mascot on top. You CNC root the wooden base. You laser engrave the brass plate with the winners' names, all on the same machine, without moving the workpiece. This is the ultimate productization tool for 2026. If you have the budget, $1.5 $2,500. This is the one machine to rule them all. And finally, the #1 trending garage business in America and Europe right now. Forget screen printing. It's messy, it's slow, and you need a chemical lab. The winner in 2026 is DTF printing. Direct-to-film printing lets you print a full-color design onto a special adhesive film and then just heat press it onto anything. T-shirts, hoodies, tote bags, hats, even jackets. The quality is photographic. It handles 3D puff prints. It handles glitter, and the setup fits on a desk. The business model: print on demand. But in your house, you can print one shirt at a time, sell it instantly at a market, or ship it to a customer. No inventory, no minimum orders. This is the #1 searched small business term in the UK right now because the entry barrier is so low and the output is so high. So, you have the tools. Now, how do you guarantee you don't fail? Step 1. The 24-hour rule. Don't just make something. Go on TikTok and search for "what should I make?" Look at the comments. If 100 people are asking for a specific type of shelf or cup, make that step 2. Micro-branding. Don't be a generic shop. If you make VD miniatures, your brand is the Dragon's Workshop. If you dough cups, your brand is the Tumbler Guy. Niche down to dominate. Step 3. Film everything. The machine working is ASMR. People love watching the creation process. Post the fails. Post the successes. That content brings customers to you. You don't have to find them. The 2026 economy belongs to the makers, not the managers. I've linked all the specific machines we talked about this week, the best resin printers, and the DTF setup in the description below. Click the links, check the prices, and do your own research. Which of these 5 machines would you put in your garage? Comment below. Subscribe if you want to see the step-by-step tutorial next week. I'm your name. Let's build something. Let me pause here and really break down why the hybrid machine is such a big deal in 2026. I've been watching the makerspace for 5 years now, and every year, people complain about the same problem. I don't have room for all these tools. Your garage might already have a car, some bikes, storage boxes. You don't have space for a dedicated laser cutter, a dedicated CNC router, and a dedicated 3D printer. So the hybrid solves that. But here is what the marketing doesn't tell you. You need to check the work area side. The Swift Shape, for example, has a pass-through slot. That means you can feed long pieces of wood through it while the machine works on the middle section. Why does that matter? Because if you want to make a 4-foot-long sign for a business, most desktop machines can't do that. They max out at 12 inches. With a pass-through hybrid, you can make signs that are 4 feet, 6 feet, even 8 feet long. You just keep feeding the material through as the machine works. That opens up commercial contracts, local restaurants, boutiques, real estate agents. They all need long signs, and most home-based businesses can't make them. You can. That's the difference between making $200 a week and $2,000 a week. Now, let's talk about money. Real numbers. Because Instagram Reels love to show you the highlight reel without the reality check. For the Rotary Laser Engraver, machine costs around $800. Materials, blanks cost between $2 and $5 each. Electricity, negligible. Your time, that's the real cost. But here is the hidden expense. Ventilation. When you laser engrave wood or acrylic, it creates smoke and fumes. You cannot do that in a closed garage without breathing problems. So, you need ventilation. A simple window fan setup costs about $50. A proper ventilation system with a carbon filter costs $300 factor. That in for the resin 3D printer. Machine cost around $300. Resin costs about $30 to $50 per liter. But here is the catch. Resin is toxic. You need gloves. You need isopropyl alcohol to clean the prints. You need curing stations. Another $100 in setup costs. For the DTF printer, machine costs around $1,500 for a decent A3 size. The film costs. The powder costs. The heat press costs. You're looking at $2,500 all in, but. And this is a big but. The profit margins cover these costs in your first month if you market correctly. I'm not telling you this to scare you. I'm telling you so you go in with open eyes and succeed, not fail like the 40% who quit in the first 90 days. Let me tell you a quick story. There's a guy in Ohio. I won't use his name, but you can find his shop on Etsy. He started in 2023 with a single laser engraver in his apartment. He was making custom cutting boards, wedding gifts, anniversary, presents. By 2024, he had 3 machines running 12 hours a day. By 2025, he moved to a 2,000 square foot warehouse. Last month, he hit $1 million in total sales. What did he make? Not complex engineering parts. Simple, personalized wooden items, signs, cutting boards, ornaments. His secret: he focused on one niche: pet memorials. People love their dogs and cats like family. When a pet passes away, they want something to remember them by. He makes custom wooden plaques with the pet's name, a paw print, and a short message. The materials cost him $8. He sells them for $65. That's $57 profit per item. He sells 30 to 40 a day. This is the power of combining a desktop factory with a specific emotional niche. You're not selling wood, you're selling memories. And people pay premium prices for memories. Okay? You bought the machine. You made the products. Now they're sitting in your garage. How do you sell them? Strategy 1. Facebook Marketplace. It's free. Take good photos with natural lights. Write clear descriptions. Price competitively. List every day. The algorithm favors active sellers. Strategy 3. Local craft fairs and weekend markets. Yes, they still work. But don't just show up with a table and a tablecloth. Create a display, use lighting, have a card reader, offer a discount for email signups. Collect customer data so you can market to them later online. Strategy 4. Wholesale to local businesses. Walk into coffee shops, boutiques, gift stores. Show them your product. Offer them a wholesale price at 50% of retail. They double their money. You get bulk orders. Everyone wins. Strategy 5. Etsy and Amazon Handmade. These platforms have built-in traffic. Millions of people search for handmade items every day. Optimize your listings. Use keywords. Get reviews. It takes time, but it's worth it. Here's the rule. Don't rely on one sales channel. Use 3 or 4. If TikTok shuts down tomorrow, you still have Facebook. If Etsy changes their fees, you still have local markets. Diversify your income streams. Before we wrap up, I have to warn you about the traps. because I've seen too many people fail, and I don't want that to be you. Mistake number 1. Buying the wrong machine. People see a cheap machine on Amazon for $100 and think it's a steal. Then it breaks in 2 weeks. Parts aren't available. Customer support doesn't exist. Do your research. Read reviews. Watch YouTube videos. Buy from reputable brands. Mistake number 2. Not understanding your market. You make 500 widgets because you love making them. Then you realize nobody wants to buy them. You have 500 paperweights. Always validate demand before mass production. Make one. List it. See if it sells. Then make more. Mistake number 3. Underpricing your work. You calculate material cost and think, okay, $10 profit is good, but you forgot your time. You forgot machine depreciation. You forgot marketing costs. You forgot packaging. You forgot shipping. Price your products at 3 to 5 times material cost minimum. Mistake number 4. Quitting too early. The first month is slow. The second month is slow. The third month, things start to pick up. By month 6, you might have a real business. But most people quit in month 2. Don't be most people. Let me give you a sneak peek into where this is all going. Because if you start now, you want to ride the wave, not chase it. Trend 1. Sustainable materials. In 2026, eco-friendly is not optional. It's expected. Use bamboo instead of plastic. Use recycled filaments. Use water-based finishes. Promote this in your marketing. Customers will pay more for green products. Trend 2. Personalization at scale. People don't want mass-produced items anymore. They want something unique. They want their name, their date, their inside joke. Machines that can do quick personalization will win. That's why the rotary laser is so hot right now. Trend 3. Microfactories. Big manufacturing is moving back to the US and Europe, but not in huge factories. In small, local microfactories, a garage with 5 machines can serve a whole neighborhood. Fast shipping, local support, custom orders. That's the future. Trend 4. AI-assisted design. You don't need to be a graphic designer anymore. AI tools can generate designs in seconds. Tell it what you want, and it creates the file. Your machine reads the file and makes the product. The barrier to entry has never been lower. Trend 5. Subscription boxers. Think about this. A monthly box of custom 3D printed items for kids, or a monthly laser-cut craft kit for adults. Recurring revenue is the holy grail of business. If you can create a subscription model around your products, you win.